There was a very low turnout of voters on Saturday, July 12, 2025 in Lagos as the state held elections to fill all the chairmanship and councillors positions across the 20 local government and 37 local council development areas of the state. Despite a public appeal by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu urging residents to actively participate, most residents shunned voting across several parts of the state. Our correspondent who monitored the situation in the metropolis reports that many polling units were largely deserted with only a handful of voters at the polling units.
From Ikeja to Egbeda and beyond, many traditional voting points showed no signs of polling unit setup in the early hours of the election. Movement across the city remained heavily restricted. Deserted roads became makeshift football fields, shops stayed shuttered, and police presence was visible across major routes, all in line with the enforced curfew. Despite a slow start and low turnout, some voters showed up determined to cast their ballots. Many described the process as peaceful, urging others to participate. However, some expressed disappointment, calling it a one-party race lacking real competition.
Turnout of people is very low as in the turnout. So we are expecting more people to come out. We have been able to go to our members to come out and massively to come and vote for the right person of their choice. So that is exactly what we are practicing now.
The cause of the low turnout, I think, is nonchalant of many people. So that's what I think about it. And this is their civic right.
We started election around after 9. So we have been voting, people have been voting, they go to their house. There's no problem. So everywhere is peaceful.
The election actually is almost like a one-party thing. There's no opposition. There's no other posters of people from other parties that are participating in this election. So it's just a one-way thing for the APC.
In Ward D of Lagos LCDA, election observers criticized the late start in many polling units and called for LASIEC to be held accountable. They also expressed concern over low voter turnout, urging citizens to take civic responsibility seriously.
From across the state, the election started about 9:30 a.m. in some of the local governments. And that is a question we all posed to LASEC, because the time we got to know that the election was supposed to start was 8 a.m. While we are starting at 9:15, 9:30 a.m., I wouldn't know. On the average, the election can be assumed to have started in many of the local governments as about past 9 a.m. So one expects that, just like INEC, when there's a delay in starting like this, that shortfall will be added to the, to the closing time. So one expects that the closing time, that information would have gotten to the LASEC authorities so as to make compensation for voters, that voting time it will no longer end at 3 p.m. but rather maybe at 4 or 5 p.m. depending on when they start at various polling units. But by and large, elections from reports gathered is going on peacefully.
At Ward W in Ikeja local government area, Anifo-Oshe community recorded improved turnout with a larger number of voters seen at the polls. APC chairmanship aspirant Akeem Dauda praised LASIEC for handling the late start efficiently and expressed confidence in victory, citing strong turnout and his campaign efforts.
Well, for now, I think I will give them 80%, though we have a little delay in the morning. We have logistic problem in the morning, but after that, things have been going smoothly. And what I'm giving them that kudos is that, the method they adopted this time around, which is accreditation and voting immediately. Give the voter easy right. You just check your name, doing accreditation and voting immediately. So I think it's a good process.
While the atmosphere remained largely peaceful across Lagos, the 2025 local government elections highlighted persistent challenges, from voter apathy and weak competition to operational delays. Victoria Akonde, TV 360 News, Lagos.